Hiya, how you doing? Have you done something fun yet? Well, let's do something fun together. Like, recreate this Christmas tree, and I'll show you how to do it. This is the mould I've used. I've done this in a previous makings video. I will link it above. And it sits on a electric tea light. Please don't use a standard tea light that you light, because it will melt your resin and will become a fire hazard, because this might melt to the point that it touches the flame and then everything's on fire, and you really don't want that. Please use an electric tea light. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you how pretty it is lit up because my white ones have died, so I'll show you with this one. But it sits over any tea light, so yeah, and it looks really pretty. There we go. All lit up from within. Okay, so let's have a look how we make it. Right, pretty simple. This is a nice cheap mould that I got off Amazon about 3 years ago now, but I think they're still available. Just check out your Amazon and put Christmas tree mould. I'm sure it'll come up. Right, this, oh, let me move you up a little bit. There we go. The Christmas tree sits perfectly on this, and what we're going to do is fill it, roll the resin round, put it onto here to let it drain off a little bit, and then put it, and then put it under our light. And we're going to do this about 2 or 3 times. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Now, you're going to need quite a bit of resin, and what I'm going to do is mix up the resin actually in here. So I'm going to pour in quite a bit of resin. I don't know why I'm doing it in here. Why am I doing it in here? I have no idea. I was going to do it in there and then pour it in. Yeah, before I pour any more in, I'm going to mix it up in here. Don't do what I did, okay? Don't do what I did, because now I'm going to have to clean that out. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to come back when I've corrected my mistake. See you in a minute. Okay, I've put quite a bit in here now, and I've cleaned this up. Don't know if you can tell, that's quite a bit for this. What I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to put some sparkles in. I love this stuff. I've got to find where I can get more of it. Okay. I'm putting quite a bit in. That should do it. I don't think I put any colourant in for the last one, but I want to put colourant in for this one. So I want it to be a nice bold one. Okay, so I'm going to put quite a few drops of this in, because I want it to be nice and dark, but not too dark, if you see what I mean. Yeah, I'm going to need... Oh, this should do it. Right, okay. So let's get this mixed up. Make sure we've got it mixed up thoroughly. So, oh yeah, that's the colour I want. When I mix, I don't just mix it round. I try and mix it up from the underneath over almost like whisking it, but very, very slowly. And then you get less, you get bubbles still, but you get slightly less, but you get it mixed in right to the bottom. And that's what I'm hoping for. Right. Okay, I think we've got that mixed in enough. Right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's definitely the colour I'm looking for. Right, we're gonna start now. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I will apologise. I am not feeling great today. I had my booster jab 2 days ago and oh my god, it knocked me for 6 yesterday. And I'm still not feeling great today, but I'm sure I'll feel fine tomorrow. There we go. That should be enough for the first. Oh, it looks like I've got nice doggy hair in there. That's great. Let that drip off and then pull that off. Must be a doggy hair because I haven't got none. Oh, for goodness sakes, right. There we go. And then I'll get my wet wipe, trusty wet wipe. Always got my trusty wet wipe near, as you know. Right, what you want to do is kind of spin it. Let it get right to the edge and then spin it. Don't let it go out. Let it cover that edge. Spin it and make sure, do it slowly, don't do it quickly because you want to leave a coating over everything. So spin it round about 3 or 4 times and then let it all drip out. There we go, we're going to let it all drip out. Okay. Got a fairly decent coating in there, I think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my light on for 99 seconds and I'm just going to turn it at the top again so that some of this comes down. Alright, some of that off. I'm actually gonna wipe that off. Right, we ready? 99 seconds and put it under. Right. And I'll be back when that bit's done. Right, here we go. As you can see, there's a thin layer. I did take these off the bottom so they drip down. But you've got a fairly consistent, you will have gaps, you will have areas where you've got quite a lot and it's coming up. And correct all that later. Where you've got gaps, it'll sort itself out on this one. But it's too fragile, too thin, you wouldn't be able to get that out at the minute. That's why we've got to do a couple more coats. Okay, so we're going to do another coat. Here we go, and we do exactly the same thing. We just pour it in, decent amount in again. That's right. We do plenty in here. And then we're going to do the same thing again. I do prefer Sophie Toffee resin for this, because it's nice and thick. This resin that I'm using is brilliant, but it's a thinner resin, so it tends to roll out if you don't get the angle correct. Right, so you need to tip it slightly back. and make sure it's coating the whole thing. Okay, just keep going round, letting it settle where it needs to settle. Oh, come on. Maybe I put a bit too much in that time. Excuse my nails and everything. I've been doing all sorts of Christmas presents and what have you. So hands are a bit of a mess. Do apologise. But here we go. This might seem quite boring, but it is what it is, and this is how you make it. And you literally just slowly spin it round until you can see everywhere is coated. Push it down again. Just make sure that bit's coated all the way round. Right, let's tip out the excess. Okay. Right, let's tip it up again and tip it round. Right, I'm just gonna get it off my hands first of all. Get it off the outside because it's a blooming nightmare. It's easier to clean up while it's still liquid than it is once it's set. So you're better off making sure you've got what you need. Right, that's mainly gone up there again, so I am gonna swizzle that round before I put it back in. To look like a fairly even coating in there, and you'll know when it's ready to come out because you'll feel how stiff it gets. But right now, no way, it would just buckle and bend if you tried to take it out now. So here we go. Right, 99 seconds. Put it back under. There we go. You will get some dribbling out again. And you wet wipe. Oh dear. How's everyone doing anyway? Hope you're all feeling well and ready for the Christmas season or Yule season or Hanukkah season, or you know, anybody who celebrates anything at this time. Sorry if I forgot anyone. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. In quite a bit of pain, but other than that, okay. I hope everyone's doing good. Right. See you in a second. There we go. As you can see, it's definitely starting to firm up. I can squidge it without the actual thingy squidging now, but definitely need to do one more for good measure. So here we go. And I put the whole lot in this time. Right, that's settled, and two. Oh. I coat it. It coats round without disappearing out. a nice thick coat as our last one. And you could also maybe do this solid with like a cavity in the middle and just put some fairy lights in, but I like this way. I think we've got a good solid coat in. So this time I'm not going to do it 99 seconds. I'm going to go straight for the 60 and try and keep most of the coating in, because you're not worried about the inside being tacky. It's the outside more than anything. You don't want to get tacky. Okay, right, that's coated as much as it's gonna. Let's get rid of the majority of it. Okay, you're back up there. Clean the outside, so we're not going to get too much sticking on the outside. Right, here we go. Ready. 60 seconds. There you go. I'll be back when that's done. Yeah. Right, okay, here we go. I forgot to take this off when I turned it over. Typical on the last one, but let's see how it does with the demoulding. Let's have a look. Let's find somewhere I can pull that off. This is always the most fun part, is getting the mould off and seeing how it's done. Now this feels fairly sturdy. If at this point you're doing this and it feels flimsy, don't put it back on. Give it another couple of goes. Okay, and you haven't had a thick enough. Your layers haven't been thick enough. Well, that's fine. It happens. So you just give it a couple more goes. But mine isn't doing that, so. It's staying nice and strong even though I'm pulling it about. Nothing's bending. So I think we'll be all right. There we go. Just needed to get that down. And there we go. We've got a lovely little tree. And to be honest, I think it looks lovely just like that. You can leave it like that, put the light on it, and it'll be just fine. Might have to trim a bit of this off. It's stuck hard and fast, so I'm going to need to cut it off. There we go. Apologise now if you can hear my neighbours chatting. They're allowed to, it's their place too. I might just need to sand that down a bit, but in fact that might sit on the one that I showed you. Where's it gone? sit better on that one. Yeah. There you go. But I think it looks gorgeous, just like it is. And if you want it to sit further down, all you've got to do is sand that a little bit round there, and it'll be absolutely fine. That's absolutely gorgeous as it is, but I want it for a snow scene, so I'll show you how I made that possible. As you can see, I slightly bent the mould that first time, so it is more of an oval shape than a round shape now, and that could be what the problem is. But like I say, literally shave a bit of that down and it'll be fine. That's still okay. Right, oh, banging the camera, typical me. Okay, this I got in a Sophia toffee box. Oh crikey, I can't remember when, but I've used it for all sorts and it's still going. Don't know if you can see that properly. There we go. Miss Cheering nail gel, and this is shiny diamond gel. I mean, basically all it is resin with sparklies in it. But look at those sparklies. So I mean, you can do all sorts. You can put a little bauble. You can go to town on this as if you know, really want to. But I just did some of this, and all I did was all around on the spiky bits. I just put some sparkly, and just kept dibbing in and putting some sparkly. Okay. I wanted to put quite a bit on because you're going to hide most of this with the snow in a little bit, so you're not going to see too much, but you're not going to have a huge amount of control of where the snow goes, so you need to get this on everything. So yeah, I just went round like this. Ooh, I'm running out of it. That's not good, is it? Like I say, it's you just got to get some sparkly glitter, some nice hollow glitter, and put it with some nice thick resin, and it gives you the same effect. Or you can just buy it from Miss Cherry. I'm sure you can find her online. And now the brush I'm using, I find with resin, paintbrushes I don't like as much. They just don't give the same effect. I use makeup brushes. I find them much easier to use. They seem to don't soak up the resin too much, but enough for you to use it. And I just find them much easier to use. This is an old lipstick brush that I'm using. And yeah. There we go. Nearly done. It just gives it that extra bit of sparkle. I just like giving it that extra bit of sparkle. Who didn't like an extra bit of sparkle, huh? And this, I believe, is a fast curing resin, and it doesn't leave it too tacky, so I don't think it leaves it, or if I remember right, I don't think it leaves it tacky at all. So yeah, I think this is about the end of my mess. for my sparkly pot, I'm going to have to get another pot. I think you could probably just have some no wipe top coat and add glitter to that, and you know, it'll give you the same effect as this pot, to be totally honest with you. There we go, I think that's plenty. Like I say, a lot of that will be... I know, Magnus, I should be resting, you're right. I know. He's crying at the door, bless him. He knows I should be in my bed, really. And there we go. I'm going to set that up and then show you how I did the snow. Right, that sets in literally 30 seconds, so that's all done. Right, I'm going to be using this brush again, so a little tip onto how to clean your brushes, especially the makeup brushes. Simply wet wipe. This is a nice wet wipe that has like a pattern on it, which is good, and you'll literally be nice and rough with it. That's one thing you can be with makeup brushes. You can be nice and rough with them. Right, turn it over and get a clean bit again, and just keep doing this until no more glitter comes off. Okay. There you go. See, barely anything coming off there, and in all directions. That's as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, there we go. See? Nice and clear. And obviously I'm not going to use that for my hands again, so that goes in the bin. And just scooty it down like that. You got your thingy ready to go again. Okay. Normally I'd give that a minute to dry, but we should be alright. Snow effect. Okay, I've just done a little bit of resin. I've done white pigment. And a little bit of fine, dusty, iridescent white glitter. Okay, so what we need, and what we're going to have to do, I've got a few thingies up here that I'm going to need to protect. So I'm going to push those over there. Right, we need to have our shush, a minute, baby. I'll be back now. Sorry, my support dog Magnus. Right, so we need some quick access to UV light. So I'm using my torch, a good quality one because it came from Nerdy Crafters Smart Art Craft Kit. So yeah, quite a few bulbs in there, so it should be a good one. Right, here we go. All you want to do, I tried pouring it on and it just gave me straight lines all the way down, and that's not what I want. So what I want, I'm going to put that over there, but what I want is a good amount of drizzle. Is what I want. And you just do this all the way down. Yeah, here and just capture those drizzles, those drips and those drizzles. And I want to build up the drips. Turned it off instead of having it on. Oh well, that drip went quite far. Sorry, you're not getting a good example of this, are you? But I'm trying to keep... There we go. There you go. So what you're wanting to do is freeze these dribs in place without actually touching it. And then you just build on the dribs. Okay, I'm not going to let you watch me do this all the way around. I'm going to show you the finished article, but it's basically the same. You drip it on, you freeze it with the torch. You drip it on, you freeze it with the torch until you've got exactly what you want. And what you want is for it to look like snow. See you in a minute. And here we go. It's the finished article. What do you think? I love it. It's really cute. I've got the star on. Lots of nice dribs on there. Definitely looks like a snow-laden Christmas tree. Or just a snow-laden pretty tree. Go with a gorgeous star on top. I got these from Sophie and Toffee. They came in a freebie pack, so yeah, there's loads of them. I've used them for all sorts. So Magnus, I'm literally finished, Baba. Okay, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, subscribe please, and I'll see you next week. And that's everything. But before I go, the next time you decide you don't like the way someone looks, just remember, when you take away all the squishy parts, we're all just skeletons, aren't we? Try being kind. The results might just surprise you. Thanks for watching.